Alright. So here I'm going to show you my netracell build. On my netracell build, I have double green shards for fully corrosive armor stripping. I have casting speed, because Revenant's very sluggish about casting speed. His mesmer skin moves like fucking molasses without it. Energy orb effectiveness, because, well, I mean, hey, free energy orb effectiveness. The health regeneration is not important, it's for the memes, shits and giggles. Exoto Whisper. This is because the Murmur are weak to radiation and cold and void damage. And also it synergies well with the Torrid Incarnate. Let's get into the Revenant build for netracells. Yes, this is an entirely separate Revenant than my Archon Revenant. Yes, I have two Revenants. Don't fucking question.
Operator, you have foundry
Why
items
adaptation?
Ready. Claim them now. At your
Adaptation, I know a lot of people fucking hate on Revenant.
Is
but
therefore reluctant to allow
sometimes when I'm in a squad, I'm AFK answering questions, and my mesmer skin can get destroyed during that time, so I like an extra layer of tank. Another thing is, with adaptation, rather than your mesmer skin constantly getting teared down, adaptation makes it so you either have a chance to just lose one charge, like you usually do with mesmer skin, you lose one charge when you take damage, or the charge takes longer to be destroyed before you lose that one charge. So there's that. If you're not a fan of it, just put fucking Rolling Guard. I'm not a fan of Rolling Guard in most scenarios, so there you go. Mesmer Shield. Why is this? More Mesmer skin strength, and if players are in my squad, I can cast a blue Cetus Flare and a red Cetus Flare, which grant me exactly 400 meter affinity radius, so I can give anybody in a 400 meter radius 5 Mesmer skin charges. Or 6 if you reave into them for the first additional Mesmer skin charge, and then you cast Mesmer near them. They'll get 6 charges rather than 5. Archon Stretch will proc whenever an enemy is stupid enough to poison me, and also it'll proc from my Sentinel. Why Archon Continuity? Well, if an enemy is dumb enough to, well, not poison me, if an enemy is dumb enough to electrocute me with Mesmer Skin active, it'll trigger this. And also my Sentinel can trigger. Why Archon Continuity? If an enemy is stupid enough to poison me, they will corrosive proc themselves. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's get to the Torrid build. Here is the Torrid build. I normally don't use Bane mods, but in this scenario, it's really fucking good. Okay. Let's get to the gear wheel. Yes, I built a second Latum. Don't question. Why Radiation Cold? Because the Void Rigs and the Bone Widows and the netracells are extremely vulnerable to Radiation Cold, and so are the Gruzzling. Expel Murmur. There we go. Same evos as my anti-Archon Latum, so pretty much don't worry about that. Stropha build. You've seen it countless times, same build as usual. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing has changed. Unless you really want to go crazy, and then you can just go in here, and I can just go to Entrati Raid Stropha, and then boom, Entrati Raid Stropha. Fuck it, we'll run Entrati Raid Stropha. Is it an Urk? Because I mean, hey, it's an Urk. Pairs on mods, auto breach, runtime untraceable. These are just very universal, and I enjoy them for practically every mission, so there we go. You'll mostly be just running this and this. You'll barely use Infernal, except when a Void Rig or a Bone Widow spawns, because this Infernal plus the Liam just makes it so much easier to kill. We will be using Reeve once in a while, though. And that will be for a nice speed boost, because Reeve scale its travel distance and speed scales off of your range. Not your range. It scales Really think about that for a second. What does it scale off of? It scales off of your sprint speed multiplier. I had a brain fart there. So, the higher your sprint speed multiplier, the faster you'll move and read.
Do you know which finger the
And there are some clips on YouTube you can look up of people running pure speed revenants where they can cross the entire Plains Vylon or the entire Fortuna as fast as a Titania can, which is fucking ridiculous. Okay, my build for Doriga. This is the build for Doriga. My build for this gun. This is the build for his gun. Okie dokie, now we got that out of the way, let's get into the mission. Arc weapon, we won't be using arc weaponry, we won't be using mech, any of that, so it doesn't matter. But if you are curious about my mech and my other shit, I'll gladly show you my mech build quickly. My mech build. I completely forgot to switch my mech over from when I was doing PT, so I'll do that quickly live, I guess. Here is the build I run on my Necromech usually, Ionga. And then here's my regular build for everyday use. So it doesn't really matter, you won't be running that. Okay, after this I'll have to do a video on the fragmented one, both 60 eyes and regular. So that one's gonna be a doozy. The amount of fucking uploads I'm doing. Fucking Christ. I am uploading a shit ton. Jesus. We're gonna need to slow down. Which reminds me also about enemies. In Jade Shadows, enemy resistances and scaling will be reduced a bit, and reworking a lot of elements like blast, magnetic, cold, all that. So you might not need Bane mods anymore. I don't know.
We've had a few
We'll have to see.
setbacks.
Well, not really need, like they aren't mandatory, but for most people, people won't be needing them.
I was thinking, maybe we can be devolved. Back to what we... No. Don't want to tell you your business, but if I was trying to... Perfect.
Yes, you can rerun netracells even though you've done all 5. All you'll get is guaranteed Enchanted Lamphorn Bow and whatever bokehs you pick up during the mission and whatever else you naturally get during the mission from enemy drops. If you do Deep Archimedia and Elite Archimedia, which you get from being max rank with the Cavia, you can do Deep Archimedia and Elite Archimedia by consuming 2 search pulses, and then do 3 netracells a week. I do have a plan to do a video on Deep Archimedia at some point, so stay tuned for that one. I'm just waiting for a good rotation so I don't look at it and go and plot fucking Lloyd's death. Because sometimes Lloyd likes to be a dick and give you terrible rotations. That's why I haven't got my ass to do that one yet. By the way, even though you cannot use Spectres and Netracells, you can use Spectres and On-Call and all that good shit in Deep Archimedia. But you know what you can use in Netracells and Archon hunts? Call. If you're wondering how to get Call, you buy him from Chipper's shop, or you can buy his ship for Platinum, and you just equip the air support, and then you just craft it in the landing craft section of your foundry. It is better for one person to carry all the keys, because it's entirely random which key opens the Netracell.
Terminal to exit into the labs.
Like, the key is entirely random. You do not know which netracell key it is, but if you want, it could be key 2, it could be any key. So rather than having everybody carry one key, get one person to carry all 4 keys, so regardless of which key it is, it gets.
Even he got lost down here.
But if you want to help the team, the Void Burst key glyph spawns. Multiple people can grab that, and what that will do is it'll make your life easier because, well, enemies will now explode whenever they take damage and whenever they die, and I can help your team out. There's the Mocking Whisper. And someone commented on it saying it does not mimic your frame. Yes, it mimics your frame. It does not mimic your Warframe's abilities. So its abilities will be random, but it will mimic your Warframe or whoever else is in the squad's frame. It will always mimic your Warframe, and it will attack you with the Grimoire, but it will just use different abilities. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I might as well. Actually, nah. I'll do a video on this later. So yeah, this is what I meant about getting a speed boost, depending on your sprint speed buff. So if you don't mind not having a damage buff from Exile Whisper, what you can do is you can equip Infected Mobility. And then you can just use Reeve as your way to get around the map with netracells. Which I might do if the enemies are if the enemy nerf in Jade Shadows is big enough that I don't feel like running Exata. I can just slot out Exata because damage.
This is it. Use the key glyph and get ready for whatever happens next. I was afraid of this. Netracell security system won't open with all the uglies around. Clear them out and make sure the system can see you doing it. slowing us down. Find him, smash him.
Oh, that's a wall. Smooth. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I already did a updated video on the fragment one. So I might as well just do a video on how to solo the 60-eye boss.
It's working! You gotta keep going. Damn necromites are reinforcing the netracell. Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
Recalibrate the console to recognize you, and your necromech will be with you in seconds. Your necromech is en route to you, even as we speak. I look forward to the ensuing mayhem.
My bird's wood, I did not hack the panel from my necromech, I hacked the panel for a speed boost. I can give a rat's ass about my necromech.
Take whatever Albrecht was hiding and get back to the sanctum.
I know I was missing the ping bear. I run that over in the chat.
Nothing about Albrecht? Okay. Next time.
There you go. That is how you do netracells.